We're here at Newport Harbor High School where 1,200 people are gathered for Newport's 8th annual Relay for Life.
Well, this is the Relay for Life. It's American Cancer Society, one of their biggest fundraisers. It's a 24-hour event, and we have a bunch of teams together, and kind of the idea behind it is that every team has at least one member on the track for the full 24 hours. So we all kind of walk around and we take shifts. And the whole idea behind that is that people with cancer live with it for 24 hours a day.
This is a celebration of life, and that's really the bottom line of it. We have the pleasure of having so many cancer survivors here, and they are our guest of honor because we're fighting cancer, but the reality is that we're coming to a place where we have a lot more cancer survivors, and we need to recognize that, and we're also trying to raise money so that we can research and fund additional education. You know, the Relay for Life is the world's largest not-for-profit event. It happens in over 24 countries, and it's grassroots. It's run by volunteers. So when people say, why didn't we know about this, and they get frustrated they didn't know about it, it's because it's run 100% by volunteers. And those volunteers do it with passion, and our money goes towards cancer research and education. It doesn't go towards the big signs on the road, etc. So I just want people to know that this is grassroots and come out and party.
Well, today basically we are fundraising to find cure for cancer. Our volunteers are awesome, let me just say that first. Basically our volunteers come from all walks of life from the city of Newport Beach and its surrounding areas, and basically what they do is they meet once a month prior to the event and they help organize everything that occurs. We have committee members that run Luminaria, we have committee members that run our CPS3 testing, which is our cancer prevention study. They run team management, they run entertainment. So basically they give up a lot of their time to put in the hours that it takes to organize this entire event and make sure that it happens from the pre-meetings to the event day itself, and then afterward clean up and thank, recognition with all of our team members and team captains. Basically we have a ceremony, our Luminaria ceremony, in which we honor and memorialize those that have fought cancer and are still fighting the battle. It's very important to us to remember that because they are what keep us active at this event and keep us going, fundraising to get us to the goal of finding the cure for all different kinds of cancer. The American Cancer Society is looking for cures to all cancers, not just one. So that is why we are the color purple. Purple is our signature color because that incorporates all the colors so that we can deal and address with the issues of cancer, not only just from a research level, but also at an administrative level, at a government, local government, and federal government as well. The American Cancer Society is the second largest fundraiser for cancer research in this country. And we like to keep it that way in spite of the economy, so we are still out here, still doing our thing, and we're glad for all the support from everybody in the city, all of our committee, volunteers, and everybody that's a participant, and our survivors, which are amazing people that come out here and walk in spite of their illness.
Actually, I'm the logistics, so I handle all the, get this set up. So actually, I'm kind of in the cruise mode right now because we got everything set up as far as tents and, all the food and everything being brought in and getting everything set up. And then we break down. I'll actually play a role too. But so it's actually been pretty good. We got everything kind of flowing right now, and I just keep an eye on everything, make sure it flows real good. Actually, it's pretty impressive because when I was in Long Beach, I'd get the guys out there. When I came here to Newport, they were out here, but also they're wearing their turnouts and bottles, and they're walking around. I'm going, you guys do this every year? They go, oh, absolutely. So we always have somebody on the track from the fire department wearing their turnouts with the bottles and walking around. In fact, I have one individual who's going to be, he's shooting for 24 hours straight. Last year he got, I think, 17 hours. So we'll see how far he gets this year. But that's pretty incredible that somebody would stay on the track that long, nonstop. And he just, he wants to make, a statement, the fact that he's out here all the time committing himself to what we're doing out here. And that's pretty darn impressive, and I'm impressed by that also. So,
well, I've been out here since 10 o'clock this morning, and it'll end up being 24 if I make it the whole distance. And I made it last year, but I'm a year older, and it gets tougher every year, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I plan on being pretty sore tomorrow and taking it easy. So. The community is very involved in the Relay for Life every year, and the city started doing it about 10 years ago. And I've been with the city that long and have been involved with it every year. And the support that this event gets from the community is huge, and the community really supports the fire department. So it's a great way for us to come out and pay the community back for all the support they give us. And the American Cancer Society it's a fantastic organization, and they've done a lot for cancer research. So it's a great cause to be out here on both fronts.
I am a cancer survivor myself, and the week is just rock and roll themed this year, so we're having a lot of fun with it. My personal experience, it was about 12 years ago when I was diagnosed with acute leukemia, and did about 3 years of chemotherapy, and in remission since then. I also unfortunately lost a lot of friends and my father to cancer, so it's very dearly, and been doing relay for, 9 years now.
I do. I am the daughter of a cancer survivor that when he was originally diagnosed was told he'd maybe live 3 years, and I'm proud today to say that my dad came from Arizona and is an 18-year cancer survivor.
You know, I have both a mother and a sister that has been touched by cancer, but you really don't have to look far to see how pervasive this is, and it's touched so many people in the community. So, friends, family, and my personal connections, as I said, my mother and my sister.
Well, my husband is with 1-1. He's in the Marine Corps, and they are deployed right now overseas. And 1-1 Newport Beach is adopted 1-1, and so we just came out here today to support Newport Beach and the Relay for Life. I actually have had quite a few family members who have been touched by cancer. I have a grandfather who died from pancreatic cancer, a great-grandmother who died from lung cancer, and my grandmother and my mother have both had breast cancer. So this is very near and dear to my heart just because it has affected us in so many ways.
I'm actually a cancer survivor, and this is my 10th year as a cancer survivor, and my 8th Relay for Life, and this is my first Relay for Life in Newport Beach. It's just a great day for everyone to come out. It's a very peaceful day. It's just actually for really survivors to enjoy the moment of being around other people that have survived the same sort of cancer or illness that they've gone through. It's just a great way to just walk. It's not strenuous. It's not hard on anybody. And the luminary is actually one of the greatest things that they do at night, where all the bags are actually lit, and they're in honor of people that have survived cancer, and they're in memory of obviously people that have passed from cancer.
You know, one of the best things they could do is just really get educated on preventing cancer. I mean, there's some really, really simple ways of doing it, and we continue to see people do some really foolish things that we know about. There's also the opportunity, not here in Orange County because we were the only site, and today we're about ready to finish it, but get involved in what's called the Cancer Prevention Study 3. The original one was in the 70s, and that's where we had the connection between smoking cigarettes and cancer. Today we go, well, that makes sense, but in the 70s we didn't know that. So I recommend that they get educated about some basic things, and then also find out if they have a cancer prevention study in their own area.
I know money's tight and the economy's tough, but if you have a few extra dollars, the American Cancer Society is a great organization, and they really help out a lot of people every year. So they would really appreciate your donation and your help.
relayforlife.org is the easiest way, and if you want to go to the Newport Beach one in general, it's relayforlife.org/NewportBeachCA. Also, the American Cancer Society's website has plenty of different ways to get involved and, come together.
Meeting their $230,000 goal, participants gear for a well-deserved celebration, completing their 24-hour Relay for Life. For KOCI, I'm Amanda Simon.